basically
time?
here. I'm mentally trying to figure things out.
All right. Yeah. Hope you had a good day at work, Sin.
It wasn't too bad.
Cool. Yeah, take your time. Take a couple more minutes here to get settled in, and we'll start when everybody's ready.
Yeah. I have my stuff mostly ready. It's just, yeah. So, tactically speaking, I am ready.
I made sure this time to charge my phone ahead of time because I've had a day off.
Nice.
And this thing is just—it's starting to piss me off because it's at that stage where it's like dying super fast, but it doesn't charge that well. So it's just like.
Do you have different chargers? Because sometimes it can just be the charger itself.
Yeah, I bought a couple of different ones.
Okay.
I literally have to. It's the port is just super like worn out, like on the phone.
Oh, yeah.
And it's at that point where I'm like super close to where the contract's over and I could get a new phone. I just gotta wait till that's over. I have a rubber band holding the charger in to the phone that tells you how worn out the port is. Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds like that you actually need to go and get a replacement on that port and on the battery.
Yeah, I'm just gonna get a new phone. Like I said, it's close to where at the point that I have this phone completely paid off, and then just go in and get a new one.
Well, if it's almost paid off, then that is the time when it's supposed to die.
Can I tell you a little secret about cell phone contracts in America?
They're bullshit.
They're bullshit.
You can cancel it early. You just have to pay the difference fee on how soon you're canceling it. So if you're actually really close to the end of your contract, it's only going to be like $1 or so to just cancel it and then start a new contract. So ask them if you can do that, and you'll be surprised.
Yep, and in addition, and that's with most of the carriers. Some are still a little bit more,
draconic.
Old school. Yeah, I didn't want to say draconic, but it's
this one. My plan right now is definitely draconic. I have had this thing since I was like, I've had this plan since I was like 15. So it's an old plan, so I haven't changed in a while. But I'm like, this next phone, I'm planning on switching to Sprint or something like that. So
you should just get a new plan.
Huh? I'm on AT&T. I've been on AT&T since they were singular.
Back then, I was working for them. Huh?
That's so
I was in their warranty exchange center actually for their phones. So I was just switching out phone after phone after phone on people. Razor was number one most effective phone too.
Oh yeah. I had a Razor when I first got a phone. That was my first phone.
Okay. I'm ready to start, and I think we'll be starting.
Yeah.
Before we do, just one note on I would like to whenever any of you guys summon people, so like with Gus especially, when you summon things, I am going to do all the rolls and stuff for him in the interest of keeping things going quickly.
Thank God, thank you.
Yeah, so you just tell me what you want them to do, and then I'll roll them for you.
Oh, that takes so much of a load off of me.
It's awesome.
Yeah, I'll have the character sheets up just so I can actually see what they actually can do and if they're capable. But still,
it's probably especially important in this particular situation because we can't see anything because of the fog cloud. It doesn't want to give you vision probably of like every summon, so it's like probably another reason he's doing it.
But yes, about all the fog. When you guys descend from the previous level to this, yes, all of these corridors that you can just like barely see the beginning of, they're just shrouded in this thick. You can only see 5 feet in front of you, and even then with concealment, everything past that is totally concealed.
Yeah, I'm glad I picked up Blind Fight, I guess. It's probably going to pay off here.
And within a minute, the way back up, it mechanically goes back up into the ceiling, leaving no discernible passage.
Yeah, it's
Hmm.
What do you guys do, and where do you go?
Well,
Jane has her gun loaded and held in her hand.
Yes, I'm sure that'll pan out well for
And
her.
Sister Maria humps at the fog, and he's gonna go ahead and use detect magic. And he says, "Yep, it's magic."
The fog is it?
lovely.
Okay.
I wonder.
I can't see very well.
I have an idea.
He's going to go ahead and summon an air elemental and see if he can distort some of this air.
With a whirlwind?
Yeah, with a whirlwind, I am checking to see how high he can go. Okay, he can do large. So he's gonna do, but he's probably actually gonna do mediums. So he's gonna summon up 1d4 plus 1 medium air elementals.
Okay.
Cormax puts away his greatsword and pulls out his mace and shield.
Here we go. Luckily, I do have past little ones that I was using for these things.
I apologize for having to do summons on something of this sort, considering that you're just like, crap. Now I gotta find a token.
No, I have little things that I can use here. And you're summoning how many?
1d4 plus 1.
Okay, roll it.
2. 2 whole medium elementals.
Okay, they're there. And they're gonna whirlwind.
Yep. Precisely. Let's see if they can move around any of the fog.
Good thing this isn't like Death Cloud or something like that.
Oh, God.
Walk downstairs and you enter it and just straight up die, and then the thing closes behind you. That'd be...
Yeah, just walk down. Kill cloud. Thud.
There we go, there's whirlwind. Okay. It's always 5 feet at its base, but its height and width at the top vary from creature. Okay. So they'll affect an area of 5 feet, around them.
Okay. But yeah, so with that, seeing that it at least disperses just enough,
Wait, what happened?
we'll see.
Yeah, I'm giving them whatchamacallit, a visible aura
I don't.
and sight.
If you guys look at the stream, I see nothing. Like, literally nothing.
You don't even see yourself.
I don't see the map. I don't even see the dynamic lighting. I'm gonna refresh.
You have sight.
No, I think it's just Roll20 being like, graphics don't exist.
F graphics.
Yeah, you don't need those.
Can I roll a spellcraft?
There we go.
I'll
Okay, so
detect-
they both have their own little aura. Spellcraft for what?
The fog. Since sister identified as magic. I mean, I can detect magic on it as well.
Do you have Knowledge Arcana?
Yes.
Okay, roll me knowledge arcana instead. This is a arcana.
Okay. I think I can see again. Ish. Alright, thank you.
Yep.
Wow. Nope, I don't know shit.
Yeah, you're not sure what this is. Sin, I'm not sure how long they can maintain the whirlwind. Could you, I guess, check that? But it does seem like, yes, their whirlwinds do start to disperse the fog near them.
As far as I'm aware, as long as they want to.
That's what I was wondering.
That's what I was thinking
Yeah.
too. I'm double checking right now.
Because I know it can do it like a certain number of times per day. I'm just not sure how long they can maintain.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I'm kind of surprised. Well, maybe it's an option. You just have
Here it is. Some creatures can transform themselves into whirlwinds and remain in that form for up to 1 round for every 2 hit die they have.
Okay, that
What's
makes
interesting is that these creatures don't have a limit on how many daily uses they can do it, so they can just reactivate it on this. Some creatures will have a daily on there, and some don't.
That's
as
true.
You'll see in that format, most likely, there's the format. It'll say whirlwind 3/day, then the general size, etc.
Yeah, they can basically maintain it.
Essentially, yeah. They
yeah,
just
for as
have
long as they
to.
want.
They just have to, spin again.
Yeah. Yeah, they have
like,
to keep
"Wee!"
spinning.
It's like working with a little Beyblade or something.
Okay, so yeah, they should be providing vision then, and you can move them around as you wish during the time that they are summoned. And it seems like they are dispersing the fog where they are.
Now, because of how this is working, as a shadow creature, do my allies have to make a disbelief?
Well, it's more like this is having a physical. This is an effect other than.
This is.
Okay. I know it's got an environmental effect on this, and so I wasn't sure if they're seeing, though, that the elementals are there causing it or not.
We see little tornadoes. That's
Yeah, you
all
see
really
them.
See.
Okay.
Whether they believe it or not is up to them.
So basically, Gus is going to go ahead and kind of just lead him down a corridor and just while he still has duration on it, and just he's going to just mention,
"Follow me. We're going to go ahead and see if we can get through this."
And he's going to basically move on down to here, and he'll say,
"If you can hear me, follow my voice. If you can hear only wind, follow the wind."
Okay.
"What?"
Got to keep track of the rounds up there.
Mm-hmm.
There.
Do you're keeping track of that part?
On the turn tracker there.
Oh, you got it on the turn tracker. Okay, good. That works. And then I don't know if we're doing this as a double move.
You can if you want.
Okay. So, oh, okay, there's a corner. He's gonna move these guys down this way.
Okay.
They'll kind of take the various sides, so we have clearance. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so that'll be the double move for that round.
All right. And as you guys move and as the elementals move, the fog from behind, it begins to close back up when the wind isn't there.
Yeah, if I spent some time to prepare wind wall, I could prevent that. I don't know if that's actually worth doing though. Like, it probably isn't.
Well, with a magical one, it makes me wonder if that would work, or if it'll just recreate it around it, around anything that's not under the wind wall. But hard to say. I mean, this is a strange magical fog, bigger than your standard fog cloud. So
it also might be like multiple permanent fog clouds too.
that's a possibility. So
Okay. Where do you send the? Where are you guys going?
1, 2. So they're gonna get down this way.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. Actually, it's one step back because one of them was a double step. So there's that. Sends them forth a little bit further down this hall. They just got dragged on back here.
Yeah, because I'm basically moving everybody as a party.
Yeah, it's fine. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay.
Okay.
I mentioned that the corridor to the right seems like it gets back to where we were. Most likely, at least.
And that's his double move for that round. So let me know when you're ready for the next part.
Yep, go ahead. We're on round 3.
One moves over there. He moves over to this, and does he see a head statue?
Yep, they blow away enough of the fog to reveal it.
Excellent. I'm going to take care of this. Actually, one of you take care of this really quick. I'm going to keep this elemental in the area so you can see.
Cormac will
And he's gonna
step up and turn the head.
Okay.
Okay.
Gus is going to go on down further, down this way. And he advises everyone else to keep up while Cormac takes care of this step.
All right.
And then
Cormac will follow after he does it.
Okay. And then so that's that round. Okay, so next is that leads back over that way. So actually these things can move at 100, so I could peek on down while he's running by, and they'll probably peek on back, and he's probably moving at the general speed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then the other one is going to be starting to head up this way as well. Probably passing or keeping close to the rest of the group.
Mhm.
That was single. Yeah, that was one set move. 1, 2, 3, 4. Moves over here, sees another one, and asks someone else to go ahead and take care of this statue, while this elemental is going to move on ahead.
Okay.
And actually, that would be that. And then he moves over towards here, and the elemental here. Hoping
Cormac
this
will
is
do it
all
again.
working out this is working out in a pretty efficient speed for what we got to work with.
You know what this reminds me of? It reminds me of the old games when, like, you didn't Pokemon that when you didn't have Flash.
Oh gosh!
like trying to figure.
Have you ever
your way
tried to go
through
through
like,
Mount
a
Moon
cave.
without Flash?
Yeah,
Let me tell you. And in the original version of Red and Blue, not any of the remakes where they actually had a little 5-foot
5
light
foot,
source.
like
that
this.
little that
just
that
pitch
one square
black.
pipe. Yeah, exactly. It was pitch black, and you're just like, well, I'm screwed. Same thing applied with the old Dragon Quest games back in the day. Okay, so that one's marked. Oh god, Victory Road. All right, so I think we're now on the next round of this.
Yeah, we're on round 5.
So Gus. Oh, actually, this thing's gonna move over to here, and then it's gonna go northbound. And then says,
There's a left turn. I'm going to go ahead and take it.
Okay. As it moves, I need everybody to roll initiative.
Oof.
Because it finds something, and stay where your tokens.
Okay, well then I'll move that
sorry.
back to where it
Sorry,
was, since that was.
I'm using my ability.
How lovely.
I was back here.
Oh, yay!
Come on, big number.
Probably
Better
doesn't
than nothing.
matter.
Gus should look into an improved initiative with the rate things are going.
Yeah, I'm a little cheater with the ability that I have. Even though I rolled I probably rolled the like 2 highest initiatives I have in like I don't even know how long.
And I forget, is that due to?
It's a
domain
main
ability. He can actually grant that to allies instead. He can only do
yeah.
He can only do it for one person, so it's either himself or like one other ally.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. It's
called
Inquisitor,
season.
right?
It's called season initiative. It's for the war domain.
Just a moment. I gotta bring up the NPC.
Take your time.
I do have an idea of what to do with Sister Maria, and I think this was actually suggested by a couple of people, so I'm probably just gonna roll with it when I can. That way I don't have to keep controlling so many.
But wait, Cormac might want to take a leadership. Just joking. I would not do that. That's too much of a character.
Even then, most campaigns usually limit 1 leadership per character, or sorry, per campaign. I mean,
the issue with that more isn't the number of cohorts. Is I don't think Sister Maria is going to be anybody's cohort.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying.
I don't think there's the approval.
I was like, that's too much of a character to be like a cohort.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I don't think I could handle, Sister Maria as a cohort. It just wouldn't. It wouldn't work. Granted, absolute badassery, and I would be like, hell yeah. But
Sister couldn't handle
cry.
Sister as a cohort.
Yeah. Kudu, you're first on the initiative, although there hasn't really been any stimuli, so to speak.
Right.
At least not for you.
Yeah, I guess
But
I'll just...
one of the elementals flies ahead, as it has been doing.
Yeah, I'll just act when something happens, so I'll delay my turn.
So you're going to hold? Okay.
I like
Cormac?
After the round tracker, because I rolled below a 5.
Any sense of
It sorted you below the 5.
like do I feel anything or know that there's anything? Because if not, I'll probably do the same thing as Kudu.
Yeah, you haven't really heard anything.
Just change.
Guess he'll just keep moving like he has been, like he's been following the elementals, but he's just gonna move like up to Gus, and that's it.
Okay. Gus, although you haven't seen or heard anything, your elemental does see something.
Excellent.
There's a thing here, and the wind is, pushing away the fog and unobscuring it, and it notices the element. Do your elementals do anything?
That's a good question. Actually, let me check something really quick.
Matt, I still have full sight of the elemental up there.
Yeah,
like,
no,
I can
that's
see
fine.
the thing. Oh, okay.
All right, so, do you think that the elemental would react to it hostily? That's kind of the question I guess I have at this point. Because otherwise, it may just fly on by and just and pretend it's not there.
I think it might go back and tell you it found something.
Okay, that's fine. Then I guess then that is what it's gonna do. It will then fly on back. And it will communicate, but I don't know Orin. So
Okay. Yeah.
So as it tries to communicate, Gus is going to have to spend his turn to activate his comprehend languages.
Okay.
And then that way he can go ahead and understand its alert.
Right. And it tells you it sees something slimy and amorphous.
Oh, great.
Does the other elemental do anything?
It's probably going to be flying by. On account of it, it's now catching up. In turn, everyone else would be keeping up pace with it. And Gus will basically go ahead and announce,
We've got more slime creatures up ahead. Be
Okay, is
wary.
that your turn?
He'll move.
Okay.
And he'll move over to here and have the other the elemental that was moving forward a bit, you just finish up the movement to here essentially.
Okay. Sister Maria is gonna move up over here. He's gonna keep going. It's his turn. Okay, this thing is going to start going. Yep. It moves towards you. And you see it. It's going to make an attack.
Okay. It'll likely succeed. Actually, I might, depending on things, I might actually.
It fails. It gets a 1.
It gets a 1.
It critically
Okay.
misses. It's just kind of like it seems like it's not like hindered much like by the fog.
Yeah,
But
it just sucks at hitting me.
Yeah, it just threw a really bad attack.
So did I have enough stimuli to act now?
You could if Gus will probably make some kind of sound like or
he didn't say anything to the rest of us.
Yeah,
though?
he said that there was a block creature.
He declares that there's a slime up ahead, and then Gus will jump back and say,
"Ha ha! Not today."
Yeah, so it sounds like there's combat or something going on.
So yeah, you can take your turn before mine.
Yeah, would you like me to set your turn?
Everyone take their turn before mine.
I'll double move up to here. I still don't see anything, so I'll just stay here. Yeah.
Okay. And then Cormac, do you also want to
No,
Actually, you didn't. You didn't.
I moved on my turn, so I'm good.
Okay. So then it's going to be. It's actually not Fingrim yet.
Oh no! Are you telling me somebody rolled higher than a 3 on their initiative? Pretty difficult to believe. Pretty incredible.
You're just saving
Another
your high
one
rolls for
comes
later.
into sight of Gus and the little elementals here, and it's going to throw an attack. It'll hit you with a 28, or it'll try to with conceal.
Yeah, it's he's got distortion up, so
That's probably the stronger one then, because it's 20% because of the fog, and it's right next to you. What's the distortion conceal?
Set to 30 right now.
Okay. It hits.
Darn.
Well, nice knowing y'all.
These things aren't that bad.
Yeah, it's the grab that gets me.
I'm going to take 13 points of damage. Yeah, it's going to try to grab you.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it crit grabs you.
Crit grabs me.
Yep. Luckily, it can't crit on its.
I think we have multiple people on the party that can help you with being grabbed.
You take another 12 points of damage as it grabs and constricts you, and I need a fortitude save.
That is not what I was hoping on that die. Damn. Okay.
Oof, yeah. Yeah, as it grabs you, all of its like slimy body, it doesn't feel good itself, but it also feels like multiple bits of like its wriggling tissue is getting like into your skin, and you are sickened. Sorry, did you get the last part? You're sickened?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Fun.
Finger.
Well, I can't actually see what's going on, so, and I'm also a dwarf, so I'm pretty slow. So in order to fix this going slow part, I'm going to use fly. So that's my standard action, and then yeah, I'll move up, and I'll see Gus like being grabbed, but I won't really be able to do anything about it quite yet. So I'll just, yeah, I'll just be here. Do I want to be here actually, or do I want to move back?
He's gonna need a spot to reposition to.
Right, that's what I'm thinking. I'm gonna move back here actually.
Okay. We got Jane at the bottom here. She did roll, I guess, lower than Finger, technically.
Is her bonus to initiative lower than mine?
It's 0.
Oh, okay. So yeah.
Oh, she rolled a whole 3.
Yeah, my actual die roll is
Isn't it
lower.
because she's like down decks right now or something like that?
Yeah, she is down decks actually from something.
Is it drain or damage? I don't remember.
I think it might be drain.
Yuck.
She's gonna follow, and she's gonna go there so that she doesn't whatchamacallit, impede. All right, Cormac.
Cormac's going to cast a spell on himself. He's going to cast a greater stunning barrier. Okay. And he's going to step up.
You do.
That's his turn.
Okay. Gus, it's your turn. You are grappled.
Huh.
Grappled by this one.
I am going to attempt escape artist, I suppose.
Okay, roll it.
Oh shit. I rolled a -1.
Oh, yeah, you're stuck in that.
Yeah, not his strong suit.
You might have been better off just rolling a CMB.
Do your elementals do
Not that
anything?
much. Yes, the elementals will. One's gonna move over and take a strike on the one grappling.
Okay. It'll attack. And it doesn't get its air mastery, unfortunately, because both opponents are not in the air. So it'll attack with one slam. It does not hit.
Then
And
the other elemental is going to stay here as a essential light or source of sight.
Yep, it's blowing, keeping all the fog blown away.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
And
System Rose. Oh, these things again. These oozy things. He's going to. I know something that he can do. It's been another day when you guys rested inside of the spherical room, so he's going to cast Freedom of Movement on Gus. Gus needs this.
Yeah, if I didn't already use it, I would have casted it on him. I was just looking up to see if there's a Freedom of Movement mass spell, but I guess there is.
You have Freedom of Movement on you, Gus, and you are now no longer grappled.
Oh, thank you for that so much.
And he's going to bane his book against oozes. And that's his turn. This one is going to try attacking you again, Gus. What's your AC at? Without any immediate bonuses.
For Gus?
Yeah.
Repeat
Gus. That. What's your AC at currently without any immediate bonuses?
If you haven't already.
His AC is at 19, though he can always activate his danger sense immediate action for a +5.
Okay. I've got one hit, one critical threat, a third hit, and then a fourth. Do you want to use your thing for any of those?
Using it on the critical threat's not going to negate the chance of critically.
I don't think you get to choose. He should have
True.
Yeah, he's not going to get to choose.
He's going to use it on the first 2 attacks then.
Okay.
So that'll adjust his AC to a 24 for the first 2 attacks, and then 19 for the second 2.
All right. Unfortunately, I think it's still going to hit you at a... They're over...
Over 30?
Yeah. Okay. Luckily, I can't grab you, but you're going to take a lot of damage here.
This might take me down because he's lacking in hit points.
There's 11 points of damage. That's the crit. Still up. That's the third hit. and the 4th hit.
Okay, he is still up, but he is extremely wounded.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he will go down on the next attack.
Okay. That's its turn. Kudu.
Well, I hear him in excruciating pain, so I move up.
He's going to be screaming.
Yeah, when you get up here, you'll be able to see things again.
Yeah.
Luckily, it can't grapple you. Otherwise, I'm pretty sure it would have killed.
Let's see. I moved and. Bum, 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 bum. I'm going to wait. Am I burned right now? I haven't actually looked at my in-play tab yet today. Okay. Yeah, I'm burning. So that means my heal. You don't have a condition. You're sickened, right?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Sickened.
Yeah. He is totally sickened.
I'm gonna deliver a mercy and remove your sickened.
Ooh.
There you go.
Thank you. I am suffering less.
Yeah, you're not sickened anymore. I can take care of that nasty face.
Your shirt's all wet now.
Meanwhile, Gus is just like.
Yeah.
Two slimes, one Gus.
Yep. Okay, is that Kudu's turn?
Yes.
And also make sure you healed for 33, Gus.
Oh, okay.
It's it's when she does her healing, she gets like a.
It's like a lay on
mercy
hands with mercies. Yeah.
Cool.
Pretty good.
Thank you.
All right, this one's gonna attack Cormac. It's right in front of him.
All right.
Come 4 slams. Okay, we got a 32. Does that hit?
Yeah, it has to roll me a will save.
Oh, what you got?
Stunning barrier.
I have stunning barrier, greater stunning
Nice.
barrier on.
Unless it's like immune to that.
Oh, it fails. Well, hold on. Let me see. Can oozes be stunned? I need to go look at this.
I do not know.
I don't think they can, but
Because I don't see stun on the monster's immunities, but I need to check ooze.
Yeah, they might be stunnable. Like stun affects more things than I expect it to a lot of times.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ironically, you can't stun plants.
Yeah.
yeah, we found that out
That makes
in
sense
our
though, because they don't
Rain of
really have a
Winter
nervous system, right?
Yep. Oh, okay. It says immunity to poison, sleep effects, paralysis, polymorph, and stunning.
Darn.
Damn it! So that was a useless spell. All right,
Yeah.
whatever.
It was it failed. It had natural 1, so yeah, would have.
You
it
still
hit me.
you still have it, I think, because
Yeah, I have
Yeah.
it until discharge.
it hasn't actually stunned
Until-
someone, so it's not discharged, and it still gives you the +1 to
Well,
the bonus matter does it?
even
Doesn't
even if it hit and stunned it, I'd still have it because this is greater.
No, it's
stunning
greater.
barrier.
Yeah.
Okay, so the 32 hits. What about a 25?
That misses.
Okay. The third attack is a critical threat.
Okay.
But it does not critical threat. It was low. And then the fourth attack also does not. So here come 2 attacks.
All right.
All right, you take that much damage and try to grapple you. Okay, can you be grappled?
Nope.
Okay, yeah, so it tries to on both of those attacks, but it can't get a hold on you because you got freedom of movement. And that's its turn. Finger.
I don't know. They can, like this. We're in one of these situations where they have like an awkward corridor again. So I think for now I'm going to delay until after Gus, like, because I'm assuming he's probably not going to stay there.
I know we identified these things multiple times. Do we know what are they immune to again?
You remember from I think Gus telling you guys that these are proto Shoggoths. They're like they're infantile versions of the legendary horrors known as Shoggoths. They are oozes. They are immune to blindness, cold, deafness, disease, infestation, mind-affecting effects, sonic, and other ooze trait immunities. They are resistant to acid, electricity, fire, and have spell resistance.
Okay. I just wanted to get the lowdown again.
They've also got DR versus everything.
Did you say that that one of the things was a was fire listed in any of those?
They have a resistance against fire.
Let's see. Trying to think of things that would actually be effective on these things.
Oddly, despite what normally seems to happen with like everything we fight, I don't think he's listed cold, right?
Nope, that's immunity.
Oh, it has immunity. Never mind.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, it's called immunity.
It's cold immunity. Okay. Sorry, I missed that.
And
I tried
sonic.
the
Like I'm
resistance.
throwing shit at it.
So yeah, I think it has resistance or immunity to pretty much everything.
That's why I was like, because I wanted to use
Not force.
shout. I wanted to use shout, but I was like, that's sonic, and it won't do anything.
Yeah, well, it has resistant. Or no, it's immune to sonic. Yeah, you're right. It's resistant to acid, electricity, and fire. Yeah, these things are tough. They're annoying.
That's one way to put it.
They're good fodder.
Sorry, I was delaying my initiative, by the way.
Oh, you're delaying? Okay.
Yeah.
I
thought I said that earlier.
Is going to.
I realized we were still alive. Like,
over
you probably
here.
didn't hear me.
And she's going to try and take a shot at the one above Gus. Yep. Bam. She just barely misses it due to cover. She'll reload then. It's going to be round 4 then. Do you want to take your action, Fingrim, or Cormac?
No, I'm delaying to after Gus.
Oh, it's after Gus. Okay, Cormac.
Cormac's going to. I can't 5 foot around this corner, can I? Like 5 foot back?
Not this one, I'd say.
Alright. He's gonna he's just gonna attack this thing in front of him. The one that's directly in front of him.
Okay.
Actually he's gonna split the attacks. So first one will be against the one that's directly in front of him, and the second one will be on the one on the right. And he's gonna swift channel into his weapon.
Alright, for more damage.
Yep. Just give me a sec.
For force.
Yep. And also power attack. So here's the rolls.
$20 and 23. Yeah. Unfortunately, both of those are going to be a miss.
All right, and then he's going to move back to here.
So you full rounded. Oh,
Never mind. Never mind.
Okay. Then Fingrim.
I was delaying until after Gus.
After Gus, sorry. Gus.
Oh, fun. Okay, so I guess what Gus is gonna do is he's gonna 5-foot step back.
Okay.
And the elemental's gonna kind of move in its place.
Okay.
Elemental's gonna go ahead and take a strike against the right one, and so.
Oh, it hits.
Okay, let's see if it does anything.
Yeah, was it 1d4 plus 1?
I gotta go back in there and check.
3 points. Even though this thing is like oozy and amorphous, the elemental fails to actually do any meaningful damage on it.
Okay. All right. So, with that in mind, I guess
We run into these things again. I have a spell for them now.
We'll probably run
I
into.
think we're gonna have Gus move the other one out a ways further, and then Gus himself is going to go ahead and damn, he's not gonna be able to do too much. I guess he's gonna go ahead and do we summon to summon a Berlani Azada,
Okay.
and that'll be what is it? Summon monster 5, I think, or 4. It is a 5, so it's gonna be a 1d3's worth. Okay. So he summons 1.
All right, where are you summoning it?
Yeah, to that spot, and it's gonna use a cure serious wounds on him.
Okay.
Caster level 6.
It heals you for 24.
All right, so all right, cool. That'll be turn.
Okay, so Fengrim.
Yeah, well, yeah, I was going to like wait till Gus moved and then move here, but that isn't gonna work now. So, I'll cast.
Can't you fly
shield.
over them?
I could, but that's gonna provoke. So I don't want to. I have to. I can't just do that without like doing some preparation first. So, like, I need shield, I think at least, or maybe grease to.
You have a cootie.
You
You're
already-
fine.
You already used your lightning step thing?
Well, yes, I did, but even if I hadn't, it's not useful in this situation because if I lightning stepped through, Gus would have to make a reflex save. Well, I guess I could go fly above Gus, and like kind of do it above him. That might be okay. But yeah, anyway, I could dimension door, but which I'm thinking about doing. But yeah, the only thing there is that if I dimension door over there, and then it's like more of these are behind them or something that just haven't come in yet or something. I don't know. I mean, there's that elemental.
Can you attack with your beard?
Not from here. But yeah, I'm gonna cast shield to get ready for next turn then.
Okay. Sister Maria is, he's kind of in the same boat here. Like, can't smack him with book, but you know what, Cormac, you're going to be an instrument of Christ for a moment, and he's going to give you heroism.
Okay. What is it? Give me both.
+2 morale bonus to attack rolls, saves, and skill checks for 110 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah, it's really good.
This thing is going to attack the air elemental.
Attack and damage rolls, right?
No, just attack.
Just attack,
Just
not damage.
attack. Okay.
I think there's a better version that does, but it's shorter duration.
It hits the elemental 4 times.
The elemental's probably gone. I know the bard specific AoE heroism that lasts only for minutes per level, called Good Hope. That one does damage.
Okay.
But heroism doesn't. Good Hope is a pretty good spell.
It kills the elemental.
I think they'll. Oh no! And the fog starts coming back in.
Kudu.
Uh,
It starts coming back in, but it's still whatchamacallit. They're still visible.
Okay, well it doesn't appear that way because the dynamic lighting was on the elemental, but
I cannot see anything, and it looks like somebody else took my healing job, so I don't know what I can do.
Just gonna mark him as dead.
Yeah, I know.
Good news is though is that hey, that spot that was being blocked is now open.
Yeah, it's open now.
That's true. I don't know if Kudu wants to do anything with that, but I mean, it is.
Do those things have legs, or they're ooze-like, right? Yeah, they're ooze-like.
The other slimy blobs.
Yeah.
They don't really have legs.
Yeah, you could still try to blast it.
Well, technically, I don't see them, even though the elemental sees them and the dynamic lighting's letting me see them. I don't see them.
No, you do. The elemental was doing its whirlwind, so it blew the air away from that area for now. So that's why
its sight radius is the whirlwind, removing the
right.
Okay.
So you actually can see it.
I just tried to select my token target, but
nice. Yeah.
I think I'll go for the further one to avoid any kind of. I think I have a clearer shot on it. Well, actually,
because the elemental's gone.
The elemental's gone.
Oh yeah, okay.
He just put it there with the little thing for the lighting purposes. Because it's a summon, it's not actually there.
Gotcha. Okay. Then let me see here. I'm gonna. Right, you said those are immune to cold, so I'm gonna have to throw things around. Telekinetically grab whatever I can.
Grab rock and stone.
I
it could just be the telekinetic force itself, right? At least that's how I interpreted it into kinetic blast.
One sec.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna
interpret it as a Fusroda.
Gather power. So
yeah, basically.
There's gonna be an explosion of water, and I'm going to send a blast to.
Found it.
That one. Let me get this roll here.
Okay.
Shoot on man.
Woof!
Ooh, roll it. Well, actually, is
Woof!
it immune to crit? I don't want to burst your bubble, but I gotta check.
I think it is.
2 nat 20s. Damn.
I used to have like a house rule that if you double nat 20, you could.
No, I did too. Our old DM did. Z.
Oh god.
If you double nat 20, it was an explosive critical, which when you roll the damage dice, you re-roll any max rolls. You re-roll the max rolls and keep adding it.
Oh, exploding dice, basically. Yeah.
Exploding dice.
Here, I'll just roll this, and then I'll roll again.
Rest in peace.
Yep.
I think it's immune to crit.
Yeah, no, it's not subject to critical hits or flanking.
Okay.
Okay. 48 though. That hurts pretty bad.
Yes.
Ouchies. Okay, is that your turn?
I will also. I'm gonna step back over
Kudu
here.
crits are scary. That would have been
Yeah,
96 damage.
So that's like what, 48 guaranteed, no matter what.
Yeah, it would have been 96
48
damage.
plus 6 guaranteed, or 48 plus 12, no matter what, guaranteed.
You could down like anyone here but yourself and.
Well, that's why, like, remember Toru and his kineticist in the Secret of Mana game, and I was telling you, like, he was telling me that he could one-shot a CR-24 dragon, and I was like, no way. And then I looked at the health, and then I looked at his damage dice, and I was like, oh, yeah, you can, actually. Kineticists are ridiculous.
This one just got hit, but it's going to go after Cormac. For slams, a miss, another critical threat, a critical miss, and a. I'm pretty sure this one's going to hit 36.
Yeah, that is. My AC is 27 right now.
Okay, it's going to roll the critical threat. It does not crit. Here comes the damage. Uh, 10 and 14 from those two hits. They're chipping away at you.
All right.
Jane is going to. She's reloaded and she's going to shoot the one that Cormac was attacking, or the one that Kudu. And she misses. She's like, these things are more dodgy and squirmy than I thought. Cormac.
Cormac's going to attack both of them again. And he's going to use destructive. Oh, no, that's one shot. He's just going to attack the one in front of him using destructive smite as well.
Okay.
Yeah, if you have that heroism, you'll probably more likely to hit now.
Yep.
These low rolls.
Nor the second attack.
Yo.
So is it just 22?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a miss. Do you stay there?
No, he's going to 5 foot. He's going to move back. That's his turn.
Okay. That will provoke from these two. And
that's fine.
Attack.
I wonder if these have any combat reflexes on these dumb things.
One's going to be a miss, and then the other one is going to be a 32.
That hits.
It hits for 13. All right, Gus. This thing is definitely gone now.
Well, that's upsetting. Then let me see. Actually, let me try something. Okay, the Azada is going to use Wind Wall.
Okay. Where's it gonna put it? You can draw a line where you want it.
Let's see. Checking the specifications. Well, up to. Okay. So wall up to 10 feet per level long and 10 feet per level high. And this is not going to hinder the allies necessarily in terms of other than ranged attacks, technically. It's just a blast. Okay, so...
Well, yeah, and those aren't going to work in fog anyway.
So, all things considered, all this is going to do is disperse fog. So, I'm going to...
Yeah, Unfortunately, it doesn't help with what the biggest reason we'd want to get rid of the fog is, which is so Kudu can blow these things up. But I don't think there's anything we can do about that at this point.
Okay, so 1, 2, 6, and then.
Yeah, maybe I should have been using the returning dagger and just throwing that. That would have been. That's something I could have done.
Yeah.
I can't spell combat that way. I would I don't know. I need to get my spells off too.
Oh, you can't spell combat range attacks.
Hold on, let me do this again.
I can't, but
Oh.
you can with the right like Magus Arcana.
So a Magus Ranger is possible or something like that.
Yeah, I mean there's they also have the ranged like Archer Magus archetype, which is pretty bonkers.
Oh,
okay. So that should be the general parameter of the wind wall. So it just emits from the bottom and then moves up. But basically, just this gust of wind is dispersing the wind in that, essentially in that radius, and then Gus is going to use that opportunity to basically back up. And let me see here. And he'll move back here, where he can't be hurt.
Yes,
from the other side. Keyword, from the other side. And I'm trying to think if he wants to do anything else on his end, but I don't think he's gonna have much else. He'll go full defensive.
Okay. What could I do to give this lighting? I think I know what I can do.
You can give the two creatures auras. Like auras of light.
That might be the easiest thing to do. Yeah, and just say, like, you guys can see these things.
Yeah. At least in that, like, area. And I don't think they're going to move out of that area, but...
Okay, yeah, so you guys can see them, right?
Yep.
Okay. That's all I need to know. Fingrim. Oh, and did your Barani... It created the wind wall, and then you moved.
The Azada?
Yeah, the Barani created the wind wall, and then you moved.
Then I moved. The Zadi's not making any further action, and I am going total defense.
Okay, Fingrim.
Okay, I have a line on these things now. Still not a huge fan of going in here because I don't have like freedom of movement or anything like that. What I could do though is I could just 5-foot step with a spell combat now because the square right in front of me is open now, and I could I'd only get the beard attack doing that, but it's better than nothing. And then I could get grease on, which is sort of like budget freedom of movement. So I might do that. I might just put grease on myself. Hopefully System Rhea could like not get murdered. Apparently Cormac was in my square. I don't know how that happened. Anyway, yeah. So I 5-foot step.
I think I was desynced with you because you're farther back on. You're closer to them on my screen. That's why I asked you if you attack with your beard.
Oh, okay.
I saw you.
Okay.
Already in this other square. Yeah. Weird.
Yeah, no problem. Just reload.
So yeah, I'm gonna cast grease on myself because, I don't want to get grabbed by these guys. I don't have an adjustment for that. Weird. Okay, well that's fine. And then I'm going to do like a single attack. Defensively, and I'm gonna use a swift action to put the haste property on my sword again for next turn.
Okay.
But yeah, one attack with my beard. So I guess I'm only attacking with that, so that's gonna help it actually quite. Plus 13. I'm gonna attack the one that's already hurt.
That's a hit.
All right, and this does count as magic. If that matters.
Okay.
Plus 10.
Is it a spell?
This is just a beard attack, so it's not a spell.
That does some damage to it.
Does a little bit. And yeah, it's also fighting defensively for that. Which is factored into that. And that's my turn.
Alright, Sister Marie's going to step forward. He's going to give his bonuses to his book as a swift action. And he's going to attack it. He's going to Bible thump.
Do they not have a grease adjustment on here? I just have to know it. Okay, well that's fine. And it's just a plus 10, so it's pretty easy.
Oh my goodness. Those low rolls.
Those look like my rolls.
Yeah, seriously. He misses them. Oh boy. It's gonna attack him.
Tell me honestly, is this your plan to get rid of Sister Maria?
It was not. But it might end up happening. It hits him twice.
I mean, no, because Kudu's gonna prevent that. Like,
yeah, same here.
You're gonna have to separate Sister from us, like I suggested.
I'm gonna have to overkill him so much that you can't Breath of Life.
Yeah.
Eviscerate, or is it eviscerate? No.
Yeah.
What is it?
Disintegrate.
Is pretty good.
Yeah, disintegrate.
Eviscerate will work, yeah.
Okay, it takes 21, then it's gonna try and grapple him. Let's see.
I disintegrated someone in Second Darkness. I disintegrate. No,
29. Does that beat it?
No, I did destruction of the. I did destruction the demon right before the final boss.
It grabs him.
That stupid illusionist in the last book?
Yeah.
That's who I disintegrated in the final fight.
Yeah, I did.
I stun locked her and then walked up to right in her face. Yeah. I was like, "All right, I'm done with your shit."
Mine was the big demon right before you entered the palace at the end.
Yeah.
I just destruction or disintegrated. I can't remember which spell it was, but I killed it in one shot. And Matt was like, "Well, that was easy."
He's feeling sick now.
In Rise of Rune Lords, our wizard disintegrated the Chapter 3 boss.
Chapter 3, that was the giant stuff. By the way, Kuda, it's your turn.
Yeah, the giant. I was just trying to not throw spoilers, but sure.
What's the pink box?
It's a wind wall.
The pink box is the wind wall, okay. So it is basically preventing any ranged attacks that are affected by wind from going on.
We're going through it, yeah. But if you get inside it, you can.
Yeah, but there's.
You can use it.
Sight, I mean.
But yeah, you can actually see. Otherwise, you wouldn't have been able to see because the fog.
Yeah, the fog is completely dispersed from those areas.
Yeah.
So it's a give or take situation, but it was the best we got under the circumstances.
If nothing else, you could just put a wall up to help Sister Maria.
I'm just gonna move here and blast it.
Yeah, if you get in there, then it doesn't really hinder you at all.
Yeah.
It's only things going through the wind wall, which is the pink.
Okay, so I can't gather power. I don't want to burn myself, so I'm just gonna regular blast. So the numbers are changing just a little bit. To the one right in front of Sister.
Okay. 24. Is that it's going after its AC or its touch?
This is AC.
AC? Okay. You hit, just barely. Okay, 35, 38. Alright, most of the damage goes through.
Okay.
Good chunk of it. Alright, it's gonna hurt. So your turn?
Yeah, Drench will follow me.
Okay. Now this thing is going to take its attacks on Sister Maria.
Mm-hmm.
And he's grappled.
I think that's the conflict with my build. It's like, yeah, I can heal people or kill shit.
Yeah. It hits him 3 times.
Sometimes I'm not sure which one's the best choice.
Yeah, a lot of it depends on if you in a situation where you can do damage, right? Like
Yeah.
if you couldn't hit these things or something, at least you can do that, right?
Yeah, but since I have the option, I'm like, I'd rather kill
Yeah.
them. The quicker rounds go, the better, like, really.
It's gonna grab him. Yep, definitely succeeds on that. And it constricts.
Or actually, I meant the less rounds you have, the better, is what I was trying to say.
Right, yeah, you also like want to focus fire people down when you can usually.
They're both grappling him, and he's down to 1 HP exactly.
Oh well, at least he's still up.
Jane's like, no, Sister Maria. She's gonna kill him with bat heal. It's her turn. Cormac.
All right. Let's see. Cormac, what do these things? How injured do these things look?
The only one that we've even
One on the-
damaged
Yeah,
is
the
the
only
one.
one is this one
One
that's
on
been
the
damaged.
left. All right, he's gonna try to do something. He's gonna cast a blade barrier on them. And try to. Oh wait, Sister's grappled though. Nah, he's just gonna heal Sister. Say screw it.
Okay.
He's gonna channel or
Channel
is there a
Ray.
spot? Is there a spot? Yeah, he's gonna channel.
There's a
Ray.
spot to the left of you can kind of reach around the corner. The spot to the left of Jane, but
Could I touch Sister from there, Matt?
I mean, if you're attacking around, you get off cover, but that doesn't apply when you're applying it. Like,
Yeah, you could touch him.
All right, he's gonna burn a 4th level spell to heal him.
Okay.
and then the big guns. Actually, you probably have 5th level spells anyway, right?
Yeah.
So it's not quite the big guns, but that is for me. 5th level is as high as I go. Right, or 4th level is as high as I go right now.
And that'll be my turn. I'll roll the dice. Just give me a sec.
Okay. Gus, what do you do on your turn?
The Azada is going to move over
That's
to
such
here,
a
and
low
then
Oh, don't fucking do it!
going to apply blur on Sister Maria.
God.
I know. But
Blur.
That doesn't do anything. He's grappled.
it won't do anything while grappled.
Sister's healed.
Nope.
24
Well, it
minutes.
depends. I mean, if they
already-
let go, if they let go of the grapple and just go back to trying to slam, it'll help, I guess. But...
Oh, I'm thinking blink for that then.
But
yeah, I'm
if
thinking
he has a
blink.
grab on his slam or his attack or whatever, it doesn't have to roll concealment on that. It's auto, so it only has to roll that any kind of concealment on the initial attack.
Right.
So then, if that's the case, then yeah, it wouldn't be able to do that then. Damn. Let's see. Oh,
I need
shit.
to like start casting like circle protection good just to like keep these summons from getting in my melee squares.
Or yell at Gus more.
I don't know. I
Hey,
guess
these things kind of work on their own, so for the most part.
No, I could just dim door behind him is what I'm just gonna have to do. But it's like I don't want to because the dim door is our only way out of here. So
I guess what the thing is going to. How high is the ceiling?
The ceiling
Wait,
here.
Can he summon things that can dim doors?
The ceiling here is 15 feet high.
Generally, no. Most things.
Okay.
It's not the only way. I do have access to.
It would fly. Then this thing is going to have to then fly over to the other side. So it would fly over to here, going over, and then attacking from the 5-foot square above the ground, preventing the provoke and giving it.
I don't think it needs to worry about provoking. They're grappling right now, so they probably don't. They probably don't provoke.
So it's going to make an attack.
Yeah, it's going to make an attack using the +1 scimitar. And it's two attacks.
No, it only gets one because it had to move.
Oh, true. That's true.
That's why I didn't want you taking that square because I'm like, I want a 5-foot step.
It hits, and it's going to try and deal some damage. Okay, it does a little bit of damage. Oh wait, hold on. I gotta see if this thing disbelieves it or not.
Yeah.
What's the DC for your shadow things?
DC. Let me see here.
You got a 21.
Got a 20. Let me see. What is it? Level. It's shit, I keep on forgetting the formula for it.
Should be 10 plus half your caster level plus your ability modifier.
So, okay. So, 10 plus 5 plus. What's my ability modifier? It's 21. Okay.
Yep. So it's going to take half damage from it. Which 13 rounded down to half is 6. It still takes a little bit of damage.
Takes 1 damage, probably.
Fingram.
Alright, so I'm gonna do I think the spell I'm gonna do is Vampiric Touch. And maybe I can draw these things off of Sister Maria. I don't know. I'm gonna also use a swift action to activate Arcane Accuracy, so I can hopefully maybe hit. And I got a lot of attacks on this round with this bonus, so hopefully I can get some hits in. So we're gonna start with the free attack from casting a touch spell. I'm gonna do it on this one.
Okay.
Even though it's hurt, I might not get full healing if I overkill it or something, but I think we need to get rid of this, at least one of these things. 23.
That hits because it's grappling.
All right. So the weapon damage, this is slashing damage, so might not do very much. But here comes 5d6 from the Vampiric Touch.
Okay. Does Vampiric Touch allow spell resistance?
Yeah, it does. So
then give me cast level check.
Yep. Cast level check versus SR plus 20 or plus 13.
You succeed, and it does damage.
So it does 19 damage.
Ouch.
I get 19 temporary hit points.
Mm-hmm.
Is
that your turn?
No, I got more attacks.
Okay. $29 hits. 8 more.
Plus
9
11.
more. Okay.
And one more. That's the beard attack, which is plus 14.
Fascinating.
That one misses.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Well, I got 3 attacks off, and
Sister Maria is going to just keep attacking this thing, even though he's got all these penalties. He wants.
Yeah. Didn't even change the dot, but I rolled really low on that vampire touch. Well, it wasn't that low actually. It was pretty decent.
Okay, he hits with the first one, but not the second one. Plus, let's see, that's 23. Okay. This one is not looking good. Very close to. This thing's turn. It's going to try and maintain the grapple. And it does. It's going to constrict him. And it's going to pin him. He is pinned and cannot move. Okay, Kuya.
I guess I'll just try to finish the one that's still up, just to get it out.
Yep.
Out of the equation. Same thing. Yes, I'm gonna gather power to boost.
Okay.
There's no sense not doing that. Oh shit. I hate it when I narrow here lab and then like the tabs like start stacking on top of each other and then I'm like, where are my tabs? Because I'm not looking in the right place. Okay, so that's on and we're point blank and nobody buffed us, so it's still that number to hit.
Yeah, I already used
That hits.
like in a different combat, so I only had one prepared.
Yeah.
Ooh, nice damage.
Yeah. That's
this one is not down, it's just dead. Bop. It's a slushy now.
A slushy?
Yep. Jane is gonna lay on Hansis Maria again. There you go, 11.
The thing that Jane is definitely good at providing heals.
The elemental over here has stayed for 11 rounds and it disappears. Or it actually should have disappeared on your turn last round. But it's
Cormac, for Cormac's turn, he casts a spell. He casts Slay Living, and he's going to move up to here.
Oh, Slay Living.
Yes.
Oh.
He knows it. He knows it provokes.
Oh my goodness. No, it doesn't. It's grappling.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, nice. He's going to have Slay Living this thing.
Okay.
I hope it works. My play with next round was
this thing
was to
technically counts.
try to push it back.
It is
It's
technically living. It is, yeah, it's technically a living thing.
But when it's in a form that it like
this
that,
will be too high
is it?
because I have the heroism on.
Yeah.
So that's a
This
17.
is a touch.
17 to touch.
And it is grappling.
Yeah, you touch it. Okay, so give me a caster level check for its SR.
Oof. The thing that defeats most casters.
And that's I always forget.
It'll probably just be plus 11, but
Yeah.
if you have like anything like spell penetration or anything like that, then it could be a little higher. Like I have spell pen, so I rolled plus 13.
19. Unfortunately, the spell resistance prevails.
Oh no.
Yep.
Damn it.
The spell fizzles.
Valiant effort, sir.
Alright.
Yep.
My other plan's back
Yes.
on then.
So then,
Powering off. Powering on. Mic off.
Yeah, I lost audio, apparently.
Charging battery.
There she is.
okay.
don't know why
So
Discord's
it'll
such a
create
bore.
the wind. Yeah, it's gonna go ahead and create a wind wall out to the right.
Okay.
You can see the map,
I
so
don't know
you
why
can,
I said I guess 3 times.
and it'll include its own square for part of it.
Okay.
And
All right, that's fair.
yeah, that's her turn, and then Gus is Gus is going to just continue a total defense.
All right. Finger.
Alright. I'm gonna try to help Sister Marie out of this bind. I think I can do it.
Just kill the thing.
Yeah, I mean that would be good, but I don't know. I have a few ways I could try to just dish damage to it, but I think what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna cast True Strike first, Spell Combat True Strike.
Okay.
And then start doing my attacks. So I don't have Arcane Accuracy. Let me make sure that's turned off. But I do get a plus 20 in my first attack, so that's better for that one at least.
Good thing about this Zod is that it could use that wind wall indefinitely while the summon is up.
Yep, I will.
Okay, so this will be plus 30 to hit. So I'm probably going to hit, but I might roll a 1. Okay, that's not a 1. So I hit.
Yep, you hit.
I'm going to do some damage, and then I'm going to use a swift action to cast a spell after that.
Okay.
And the spell that I'm casting is Forceful Strike. So this does allow for SR, so I will roll that. It also allows for a saving throw DC 20. So this might not actually work, but...
Give me your castle level check.
Mm-hmm.
All right, that succeeds. What kind of DC is it?
It's a Fortitude save.
Fortitude, okay.
Yeah. And I think all that's going to do... I still get to do half damage or something like that.
I might have failed. It got an 18 total.
Yeah, the DC is 20. So that means I'm going to do full damage from this. This does 10d4 damage.
Nice. Sounds like Force Punch.
This is Forceful Strike is what it is, actually. So very similar. Also,
I like all those ones.
Yeah, I know, but it's to D4, so what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
And then I get to do a free combat maneuver, bull rush attempt on this thing.
Yeah. Oh yeah, this is force punch.
So I think, let me see, the bull rush attempt is. How do I determine
No, it
the
just
bull
gets
rush on it?
pushed. If it's like force punch.
It says well, this is forceful strike, so it's
okay.
it's a level 4 spell. I think it's might be lower level than force punch. I'm not sure.
No, it's higher if it's fourth. Anyway.
Make a combat error check with the bonus equal to my caster level to resolve a bull rush attempt against the creature struck. I think that's better than my CMB anyway. Yeah, by 1. So.
Yeah. Go ahead.
So 20.
That does not push it.
Okay. Well, it was worth a shot. I figured if
Yeah, it was worth a shot.
I figured if I had done it, I could have broke the grapple. I still have some more attacks though, so let me do those.
Okay, go ahead.
These I don't have the arcane accuracy, so they're going to be pretty low bonus. Very, very likely that they're just going to miss. But,
Miss.
But you know, you gotta give it your best.
It's also a miss. That's a miss.
Well, I got the one
Maria is going to try and struggle out of the pin, out of the grapple.
Yeah.
I think he just has to CMB out of this. His
escape artist is probably pretty
escape
garbage.
artist is not.
Yeah. Unless you have ranks in it, CMB is like always the better choice. Because like you just need ranks in it. Your CMB is at least always going to be your attack bonus, you know.
Yeah. Okay, let's see. A CMB, he's sickened though, so it's a -2. And the grapple doesn't count for escaping it, so it's gonna be too low. Oh, 27.
I doubt.
No, he does not get out.
That wouldn't get out of my grapple.
Nope. He's trying.
Like if I was grappling him.
It's gonna maintain its grapple. It does. It constricts.
Yeah, this is like what they want to do. I think like that's their whole purpose is just to go strangle you to death.
Yep, he takes some damage and he stays pinned. Kudu.
All right, same thing. To the other one.
Actually, no. It can choose to just deal its damage because he's already pinned. It's gonna do.
So it just does damage and constrict damage.
Okay, that 23 will hit it because it's grappling.
Okay.
These things have really high AC for an ooze.
They do, yeah. These things.
Because most oozes have like AC of like 8. Like if you don't roll a 1, usually you hit oozes.
No, yeah, these things are actually kind of nasty to hit. It's because they're oozes only in their type, but what they are is a lot nastier than just an ooze. They're a very tiny infantile shug.
Mm-hmm.
All right, you blast it. And it takes.
They're an Aljatar.
Yeah, they're actually like a writhing mass of flesh, is what they actually are.
Yeah.
That's gross.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Jane, she's gonna lay on hands. Let's see, she's used up 6 out of her 7 today. Or no, 3 out of her 7. Heal Sister Maria for some. And she's like, hang on, we're gonna get you out of this. Cormac.
Cormac's gonna attack this thing using Destructive Smite.
All right.
And Power Attack and Furious Focus. And
yes, throw it all in there. Do the damage. Yeah, you hit. 24 points. Bam! You smack it. Is that your turn?
Yeah, that's his turn.
Okay, Gus.
Trying to think of what else I can do here. Well, I guess that the Azada is going to That's a. Is that a line? Yeah, that's a line. That's not going to work. I don't want everyone else to get hit in the process. It's going to go ahead and apply a blur onto Cormac.
Okay. Cormac has blur.
That'll be a 20% miss chance.
All right.
And then that's the Azada. Gus is going to maintain his total defense.
Okay. Fingram.
All right. I think I might just full attack this thing.
Good idea.
With I'm just deciding if I want to do a spell combat or not. I don't know if I have any good spells for this thing at this point. Like most of this stuff does like elemental damage, so it's not gonna be all that good. So yeah, I'm gonna use another point in my arcane pool to give myself arcane accuracy for this turn. I guess I could just stop fighting defensively too, because it's just grappling. I mean, it might as soon as it's like you're no longer fighting defensively, I stop grappling. That could happen, but I have temporary hit points if that happens. So I'm going to do that. So I have pretty good chances of hitting these attacks. So yeah, here comes my first. It's a 4 that I rolled. It's pretty good.
It hits though, because it's grappling.
All right. I'm glad I did arcane accuracy. I know my dice rolls well enough that like I know what to expect. The only problem is my dice rolls are like really my damage dice are pretty small, so it's like I can spam a bunch of attacks, but it's like yeah, but how effective really are they?
Yeah, death by 1,000 cuts.
All right, another attack.
That hits.
Another attack.
19 misses.
Oh, that misses? Okay, never mind then.
Misses.
Ignore that damage roll then. I was kind of just hitting up arrows. I do have one more attack though.
Okay.
Which is the beard attack.
That hits.
All right, it doesn't do very much damage, but you know, it might not have done any damage.
No, it didn't do any damage.
But yeah, that's it.
Sister Rita's gonna try and struggle free.
It's like the thing, like being able to cast like elemental touch normally is like something that I would use in this situation, but I can't pick an element that works.
Nope, he's still stuck in there. That's gonna maintain its grapple.
Like an extra d6 of damage doesn't help when it has resistances.
It does. It's going to deal damage and constrict. He's getting lower again. He's down to 2. Kudu. Unleash the pain.
Yeah, I think you guys have been healing sisters, so. Alright, gather power!
We hit.
Kaboom.
That's scary. Like, these like 23s and stuff have been pretty consistent. As long as it's grappling, yeah, its AC is. It's hit.
Yeah.
Kind of been rolling on the low spectrum.
Alright. Oh, it's looking pretty hurt from that.
My rolls have been actually pretty decent this session.
Shane's gonna heal again. 4 out of 7.
Compared to my normal attack rolls. I feel like a lot of times I'll just like roll 5 attack rolls and none of them will be above a 10.
There we go.
But I've rolled a lot of like 15s and such.
Cormac, you might be able to kill it.
It could happen.
He's gonna do everything again. He's gonna, let's see. Trying to decide.
Yep, that's it. You slam your sword or your mace into it. You bludgeon it to death. Yeah, it makes a really gross sound as you like. There's no bone in there, but yeah, it's just like he smashes some vital to it, and it starts to deflate. The nasty squeaking and screeing sound. It's like a lot of hot air being let out of like a little tiny thing as it dies. Okay. I'm gonna take us out of combat.
Since the Azad is still up for a moment, Azad is going to use that other cure serious wounds before it would have to before it's
The rest
up.
to dip out. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. So it's going to use that on Sister Maria.
Okie dokie.
Cast level 6.
Yeah, I think
Heal's decent.
we don't have bad guys to deal with, so Cormac might be able to channel some too, right?
Yeah.
Still,
The wind walls will also be going away shortly, though.
Yeah.
To which we'll be fine. We'll make do. You could just summon up another. So there's always that. And technically, it's still up for a few more rounds on account of that it was summoned up at the beginning of the combat. So we're close to it. I don't know how many rounds it's been since it got summoned, because I don't know what round number it's summoned on. But it's like 1, 2, possibly 4 rounds is my guess that it's been out.
I think so, because I think you summoned it on round 3, and we went to round 7.
Yeah, because I created the wind wall. I then moved over across, did another wind wall, then did wind wall, attack, wind wall, blur, then heal. So 5 rounds. So, so with that in mind, the Azada will be moving over to here. Gus will follow.
Okay.
And the Azada is going to be creating wind walls that'll just basically disperse the fog. I don't know how.
Channel with everybody by.
Yeah, which I think it was you, Sister Me, and Gus that took damage.
Yeah, and that puts me at full. So that works. Let's see. It was able to move forward to here. So Gus is gonna basically keep close and such, but let's see.
Okay, everybody heals for 19 and 23.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So let's see, total that's 32. Okay, so
that's more than
is looking
32.
better on health. Oh no, it's like 42. Yeah, sorry about that. 42. Sister Maria's almost, full. He is feeling sick, though. Sickened from that thing.
Does it look like it's gonna wear off on its own?
It doesn't seem like it. He's like,
long
still
duration,
like,
probably.
Oh.
I don't know if it's worth taking burn just to remove sickened though.
I'll burn him.
Yeah, that might be worth it.
Yeah, he'll just take the non-lethal 11.
If you think about it, removing sickened is kind of like casting heroism on someone.
Yeah, kind of. How much is the burn he'll take?
It's our level, so 11.
11
non-lethal damage.
All right, then give me the heal for it.
Yeah, they'll probably put him at full health too.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, it will put him at full health. Yeah, what am I even asking? Okay, yeah, he's at full health. Thanks you.
That might not be the right number, but
It's a high heal.
yeah, because I had my boost thing still on.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think even if you remove like a few points here and there from that, he was close enough to full health. It doesn't
would have
matter.
just been a +8.
Yeah.
What do you guys do?
I continue
Follow, I guess.
following Gus and the Azada, I guess.
Okay.
So-
Well, we probably are following as we're doing the channel, like walking, because we were just not walking very quick.
The Azada's going to be doing a wind wall down the corridor.
Yeah, and the Azada's taking time to create wind walls, so it's not moving very quickly either. Like it's not double moving or anything.
Yeah, it has a fly of 100.
Yeah.
But so it can get around insanely fast and then just put up wind walls.
That's true.
So that's just 100 for just a single move action. So
I've seen a couple doors as we've gone.
So it wants to wind wall downwards?
it's going to wind wall downwards 60.
Downward 60? Okay.
I just realized that whole combat, I actually could have done that wind wall a little bit longer than I anticipated. Oh well.
Oh, for like the amount of feet you have, like
Yeah.
length
I just
of wind wall.
realized I did it half the length I could have. Oh well.
I think I used wind wall. The last time I used it was that time where people were trying to shoot at us through the little arrow slits or whatever, and I just threw a wind wall in front of. Although they were using ray attacks, so it didn't stop them completely. It just effectively gave us concealment. Which actually, thinking about it now, if Kudu does her blast, does that work like that too?
To do
Or what blast?
Oh no.
Through a wind wall, because I'm wondering if it works like a ray, because rays work through a wind wall. They just have a concealment basically.
Yeah, I don't think wind wall blocks her telekinetic or her like energy blast. It's not an arrow or ammunition.
Yeah,
Right.
it's supposed to be. It only supposed to block projectiles that are physical, like actually have mass that can be altered by the course of wind due to its weight.
If I wanted to like reduce the effectiveness, I could go for the 30% mischance on other ranged attacks.
Right. So that's what I'm saying.
So technically, these aren't rays. What I'm doing is I'm sending like a bolt of ice or like a bunch of rocks in a ball.
Yeah, so I mean, maybe I could use a 30% mischance.
For those, yeah. If they have any form of mass, then they should apply.
Right. That's what I think they would probably work more
maybe
like
the
rays.
amount of force that I send maybe like kind of trumps
It might,
the wall.
yeah. Well, I'm thinking about it. I have to make a call on it, but
I mean,
anyway.
I don't mind repositioning myself for a wind wall. It's just, yeah, that's kind of why I did it.
You still would want to. Even if it's the 30%, you'd still want to do it because you don't want to just randomly miss stuff. Even
okay, well, there's the wind wall. It's clearing away stuff.
Okay.
It's another round off of the.
So the Azada is going to. Actually, wait, hold on. What is that? Is that?
That's a door.
That's a door. Okay, I thought so.
And then there's a hallway over here too, next to it, like a little mini hallway.
Yeah. So, Gus.
There's been a few doors. Like we missed one earlier, I think.
Did we?
There was one right by where we came in, I believe.
Yep.
I didn't even see it because I didn't recognize it as a door. Okay.
Yeah.
Gus would be like,
"Oh, there's a door here. Let me take a look."
Well, I mean, that's appropriate. There's fog everywhere.
Yeah, Finger's bed might even say. I think it might be more likely to notice anyway. He's got like dwarf senses.
Yeah.
He's like, there's doors. There's been a few doors. I thought you were just wanted to explore the hallways first.
I suppose that might be best. All right, very well.
He is going to move down here and then instruct the. He'll try the door afterwards, and instruct the Azada to basically go here and then wind wall down the hall.
Okay. You guys might wish you hadn't.
That'd be
It's
fine.
usually the case.
We gotta get something done somehow.
Oh yeah, you're getting stuff done. It's just I'm like, oh boy.
Yeah, move on.
Cormac has.
We always wish we hadn't
word of
done certain
recall or
things.
some shit that he
This is
prepared
like,
for us, right?
yeah. This is like one situation
Yeah,
where I
I
was
do.
like, you know what? The fog kind of helps them a little.
Uh-oh.
It only takes
Is this something we don't want to see, technically?
It only could take 3 other people, though. So me and 3 others.
Well, we could combine our with our powers combined.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Like you were to recall some people, and then I'll dim Doris, and then it'll be fine. That's our escape plan if it comes to it.
Okay, so you guys can see that corridor, right?
Yes.
Well, I can.
Okay. The wind wall it blasts and it pushes the fog away, but it also uncovers the.
What in
Yeah.
the hell is that?
And
like a normal
this thing lets out a blood-curdling roar, a screaming cacophony. And I need everybody to roll initiative.
That's probably. Well, good news is my minutes per level buffs are all still up, so I get that going
most
for
of
me.
them should be.
I still have my temporary hit points from vampiric touch too, because those last minutes as well. And it's probably been like a minute, if even. Actually, my temp hit points disappear an hour later. Okay, yeah, they're there for a long time until this guy takes them out. Does this thing have like eyes? Are those like eyes all over the place?
Why do I not have?
Yeah, those look like eyes all over the place. Cool.
Why do I not have my initiative bonus? Hold on, what's going on with that?
Yeah, I feel like this is probably a Shoggoth, right? I don't know. I guess we'll get a chance to roll. That would make sense, because there's been proto-Shoggoths all over the place. Like, where do they come from? Probably from this guy. This is their dad, or their mom. Maybe both. It's their mom and dad.
I'm checking something here.
Okay, I think that's everybody.
Why is my niche modifier 0? That doesn't make any sense.
Maybe you have the grappling thing still checked, and it's reducing your dex.
I don't have grapple checked.
Do you have any dex damage or drain?
Nope. Let me check here. Let me just recalculate really quick. Recalculating. Well, whatever the case, what is causing that? It doesn't say anything that is causing that to occur. And it's like it's a +2 mod, but doesn't factor it into the equation.
So you should be at 11.
I should be at 11.
Okay, we'll just change that.
Yeah, but now it's gonna baffle me.
Okay, Then that should be everybody. All right. It's this thing first. It's gonna move up here, and it starts to squeeze into this passage here.
Oh dear.
It actually doesn't look like it has the kind of body that is like amorphous. There is like a definite mass to it, so it can't easily get in there, so it's squeezing. But yeah, it does get up over there, and instead of attacking with its tendrils and stuff like that, it lets out a louder cacophony of sounds, and its half-formed mouths are shouting these nonsense words. And I need, let's see, who's within range of it? Everybody give me a will save.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, shit.
He's gonna use his danger sense on that.
Okay.
This is gonna be too higher.
I may or may not roll again. So let me look
Hey,
first.
I think I probably made it. This
I'm
is
gonna roll
probably
again.
an aberration,
All
right?
We'll save. There we go.
And also, I have heroism active, so that is a 32.
Okay, that's my
pretty decent.
improved.
Mine's
so now let's
30.
get Drench, because he's part of this party too.
I am hoping that works.
Oh shit. Rip Drench.
Drench might just get murdered. But that's fine, because you can resummon him.
Yeah. Sort of ish. Yeah.
All right. I'm pretty sure Sister Maria has that thing where you can take somebody else's will save if it's.
He can take the
so.
roll, I believe, but he still
But
uses
it has
his
to
modifiers.
be. It has to be
He takes
emotion,
the
though,
total.
right? Or compulsion.
He takes the total.
I
he
can't
takes the
remember.
total.
Yeah, I think it only applies to. Oh, he takes the total? Really?
Yeah.
I thought he took their.
He takes the total.
Okay.
He
Yeah,
would always
it might
be like, I take that 23, you know.
Yeah, but in this
Yeah.
case, he doesn't get it.
It's not. I don't remember because it only applies to certain will saves. But I don't remember how that works exactly.
Okay. So let's see. Drench fails. Sister Maria fails. Kudu fails. Gus is okay. Jane is okay. Cormac, you're good. Kudu, not so good. And Fingrim, you're good. Okay, here it is.
That's our people that can teleport us. That's what is this doing?
Oh, well, it wasn't that bad. You guys are staggered for 4 rounds.
Oh, okay. Staggered.
Could have been up to 10.
That's not the worst. Okay, so Drench is
Up
staggered.
to 10?
Dun,
Oh,
dun, dun.
fuck.
That's its turn.
Yeah, I don't have a lot of spells, so I'm a little concerned.
Sister Maria is going to cast
What?
Divine Power on himself. He Divine Powers and gets... That's 11 temporary. And that's all he does. Kudu.
Ilp. Things look scary. Is that just the size of the wind wall, or is that thing squeezing?
It's squeezing in there.
Okay.
That means it's easier to hit.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there's like cover. Well, I guess there's cover no matter what. Okay. Did we knowledge?
You got a way to teleport. No, we have not knowledge it. Nobody. You're the first person to go on our party, I think, other than Sister Maria.
Got to roll for the Azada too.
Well, I guess if I was staggered, it would have been okay if I failed because I have that ring that
Oh yeah, the Azada staggered.
can suppress staggered for 5 rounds. So.
You wanted to get out here, or
I don't know. I'm not sure.
I'm not sure.
I wanna roll a knowledge roll to see if we can, if I think this is something we can deal with. It kind of has the feeling of something that we can't, especially because I'm like low on spells.
Okay, I'll begin summoning.
Okay. You begin the summoning.
Yeah.
Cormac, you are not staggered.
He casts Iron Skin on himself, and he's gonna move up.
Like, how does you said you have word or recall? Like, how did that work? Is that something you actually already casted?
But I've had it prepared. I prepared the place of recall for the like sanctuary circle area.
Okay. I'm not sure how that spell works. That's why I was curious. I was wondering if it's something you had to cast and then you take an action to do it. I know that's how like Getaway works, for example.
You set up a place that you want as like your sanctuary, and at any time on the same plane, it has to be on the same plane. You can cast a spell and it'll teleport you to that sanctuary spot.
Yeah.
And that's my turn, Matt.
Okay. Gus. Gus is miraculously not staggered.
It takes people. You have to be touching people, just like dim door as well. So
yeah.
The danger sense kicked in and went, no.
Well, okay, let's see. What do we do? I think Gus is actually going to is actually probably going to run.
Okay. Do you want to make me a knowledge engineering?
You know what? He'll do that, and then and before he nopes, he's going to probably do that.
A 21.
And you know what? He will apply his he is going to apply his ability. Let me find it really quick here. God, there's too many abilities and powers and abilities, and I am playing Pathfinder, so yeah. Where is it? Is it sudden insight? Yeah, so I add Pathfinder, yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. So okay, so yeah, it looks like that I could actually apply half of my occultist level and as a swift action onto it. So it would be that would boost that up, and I would also be able to apply my what's it called? Gotta go back to my feats. It's the amateur investigator ability. Apply that to add an additional 1d6.
Okay.
Do. So that's a +2. So that's going to be 5 + 2 plus the roll 21. So that'll boost it up to a 28.
Okay, you identify this thing. So whereas before you found a proto Shoggoth, the infant ones, this creature is the successful cannibalistic merger of proto Shoggoths into an adolescent one, a Sinic.
Oh, okay.
This is this is a Shoggoth that is nearing maturity.
So this nearing maturity. So
Yeah,
this thing is still an adolescent.
It's not even scary. It's not even its final form. This isn't even my final form. Yeah.
This is not even my final form.
Yeah, we're.
I can imagine that going.
Probably.
You know that like this thing compared to you guys individually is way stronger. Together, you might be able to take it down. But you know that this thing has fast healing, it is immune to all the other things that the other one was immune to, like blindness, cold, deafness, disease, mind affecting, sonic, ooze traits, resistant to acid, electricity, fire, and has SR. It also has tremor sense. It knows where you are even if it can't see you. This thing is way more intelligent though. It's got a lot more destructive physical power.
Well, isn't that just lovely? I guess then, before.
Oh, you know what? I was wrong. It does have compression. I see that under the special qualities.
I guess what Gus is then going to do.
It's not actually have to take squeezing penalties to do that. Darn.
Well, that's.
That just gets worse. That's the final straw. It means we can't fight it now.
All right, I guess Gus is going to then it's got the same immunities, right?
Got the same immunities.
Did you say it was immune to cold?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
but it's way tougher.
Immune to cold and sonic, and then it resists the other 3 common energy types,
but
along with most status effects.
Yeah.
Yes, but it also has DR.
DR's not as bad as immunities.
Well, like I said, resistance against the other 3 energy types, but it's only immune to cold and sonic. So, as such, you can balance out what you think you can do more damage with based off the DR versus the resistances. Usually the DR is better, but
wait,
I need like different spells prepared for this.
Is it resistant to fire?
It's resistant to fire.
Resistant to fire, resistant to electricity, and resistant to acid.
Okay.
And
you can do negative energy.
Nothing can go past. It's basically DR with no bypass.
Yeah, DR all.
DR dash, like an elemental does.
It's not a lot of DR, but it is DR all.
Huh.
Yeah, but you combine that with the fast healing. It's pretty rough.
Do you know if there's a way to suppress the fast healing? Any contingencies there?
You don't think there's any way to get rid of its fast healing? It's like an extraordinary kind of feature about it.
Okay, well, I'm trying to figure out if I should.
Yeah, it's only fast healing and not regeneration.
Let's see. Word of recall. You can take 3 people with you. You said, or is that 3 people counting yourself?
Yeah. Let me check.
You know what?
It's probably 1 additional, so it's probably 3 people.
What does Gus do?
Well, considering the Azada's right there, the Azada is probably just going to go and use
every 3 levels.
Yeah. Okay.
Cast lightning bolt defensively.
Okay.
And just because it can actually deal some decent damage, so that's going to be
a 2 plus its let's see, 6 plus 2. It does not get the spell off.
Okay. So that fails, and Gus does not have anything that he can summon that would be effective against this thing. He goes and says,
"What's everyone's plan?"
And I guess shit. I guess he's gonna go ahead and fall back at this point and get to a safer area. But he's gonna go and fall back. What is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And
the Azada being in your way helps you in this case.
Yeah,
it's
the Azada is at least acting as a makeshift. Yeah, as a cover. So, and it's fodder. So,
it's a meat shield.
Yeah.
At the moment, it's the closest thing we got to it. So,
figure.
I'll roll a knowledge dungeoneering as well, but I'm probably just gonna basically know the same stuff, so I'm not gonna make you read it all again. I just want to make sure, see if I know in character. I think that's actually too higher than that, so it's a 25. I don't think it's not factoring in the heroism bonus.
Okay, and Gus's was 28.
I might not know quite as much.
You don't know quite as much as Gus does.
But yeah, I know some of that stuff, I guess.
Yeah.
Gus probably told me most of the relevant. Hopefully enough.
He fills in the blanks for you.
Yeah,
Pretty much.
And I'll
Don't forget this.
Don't forget, it's a mindless killing machine.
Yeah. Oh, thanks. I didn't know.
It's gonna fuck you up.
Yeah, because I actually kind of do think that we might just want to teleport away from this thing, which is unfortunate because.
Wait till you see what it does.
Yeah, it's unfortunate because I don't know what sort of timetable we're on, but yeah. I think that I'm going to move. I think I'm going to say we should get out of here. This thing's too strong, and I'm going to move back. Do I want to cast the Dimension Door right now? No, I'm going to tell everyone to because I would know Cormac. Cormac and I would probably discuss this back in the other sanctuary that he's taken the word of recall. So I know he has that, and I'll basically tell everyone either get next to either me or Cormac.
Yeah, good idea.
We're getting out of here.
Okay, Jane adjusts and she readies an action to shoot it if it comes around the.
I'll actually move back next to Gus.
She's like, all right, it's gonna full around the Azada. It's gonna power attack.
So I think Cormac could take Drench, Kudu, and who's over there, Sister Maria, and then I could take the other two.
What is the Azada's AC? 20.
And unfortunately, we'll have to leave the Azada behind if it isn't dead.
Power attack. This is minus. What the hell is it? -4. Yep, it hits with all the attacks. Let's see how much damage it does. I'm ready for it. Okay, so this is how much damage it does. I'm putting all of the dice together. This is from the 4-hit power attack.
Okay, sure.
Oh god.
So that's the contact.
Holy shit!
Yeah,
112 damage?
Yeah, and then it grapples it, of course.
But...
Yep, it eviscerates the Azada with 4 attacks.
And Gus is just like...
And it squeaks closer.
Run like hell!
Yeah.
Sister Maria. She's like, no, it must die.
That's how you're planning to get rid of Sister Maria.
Oh, jeez. It's gonna die. Well, good luck.
Sister Maria's like, I will fight it alone.
Yeah. No, he's gonna back up and he's gonna escape to safety with you guys if he can.
Yeah.
He's not that dumb.
I think I can also take up to 3 people with me. I think it's for Dimension Door, so yeah. This works if I take these 3.
Being immune, knowing that it's immune to mind affecting attacks or effects, he knows how boned he would.
You can take that dragon thing, right? Does he have that yet? I don't even know.
Yeah,
no.
he does.
No, did he take it? No, he took. Yeah, he took something else.
He bought the spell.
Oh, the spell. That's right. He did.
Yeah, there's a spell that gives him, if he casts it, he gives him a 10-foot aura that makes it so things in the 10-foot aura can be affected by fear effects, even if they're immune to it.
If it comes within, if it attacks him, he's gonna ready an action to cast a spell. But that's it. Kudu.
Well, my summon finishes.
All right, where does it show up?
I'm gonna put the medium elemental right in front of this thing.
What kind of elemental is it?
Water. I'm just doing a water on this one.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna back up over here and tell Drench to come with me. I think we're leaving, Drench.
We're going, Drench. This isn't a nice place anymore.
Yeah.
This used to be a nice neighborhood.
I don't know if that was true, but
Alright, it's a medium elemental.
I don't know why why that's so funny to me.
Where is it? It's right next to it?
yeah.
Okay. Do you want it to attack?
Sure, why not? Let's see what happens. Oh god. Screw you, SRD. It's like
Okay, and you said it's a medium?
Yeah, I already got the info if you need.
Okay. I mean, I guess if you... I'll just roll it since...
Oh, okay. Well, then I'll stop. Erase what I just typed.
Oh, did you already roll it?
Well, I was going to. Like, I have the info. I'm already prepared for all of it.
Oh, okay. Alright, well, it misses. I was like, I'm just gonna do all the summon stuff.
Oh.
Make things go faster.
I mean, okay. It's not like
if you want to, then if you want to, then that's fine. I know.
I would prefer that I roll my own things, yeah, because yeah, I mean it's all I do. I don't do much, so yeah.
Okay. Then is that your turn?
Yeah.
Okay. Cormac.
Kudu doesn't really summon very often either.
He 5 foots
really.
back.
I'm thinking about retraining.
And he casts Order Recall.
Okay. Who does he take with him?
Kudu and Drench.
Okay. Where do you recall to?
The sanctuary, that like circle room.
The circle room. Oh, the spherical room inside of you. Okay, yeah, you guys teleport out. Boop. I'm gonna leave you your tokens here for now.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure I can get us quite to that. I might have to do the room right above us or something.
Yeah, no, that's just
because mine's shorter range.
Set.
Yeah,
you just.
But I can get us out of here at least.
So yeah, so Gus is still in there.
Yeah, you're with me. So you, Sister Maria, and Jane are still here with me, and I go after you. So if you just wait for one round, I'll cast Dimension.
Gus is at least going to delay the situation a little bit more for the thing to get closer to us, and is just going to summon. I can't see what's actually ahead here down the hall. Hold on. Okay. These guys actually poofed out, right?
Yeah, they're not actually there.
Oh, I guess I could have taken an action. I'm gonna put a wall up. Bam.
Oh, okay.
There.
Yeah, wall.
Yeah. What Gus is going to be summoning up basically is going to be a large he's going to summon up a large earth elemental.
Okay.
And let's see, because of it being still part of summon monster and it's part of 5, it's going to be 1d. He's going to have to roll a d3's worth. So
I can't remember. Were we going downstairs or upstairs to get to this floor?
So there's going to be one over here and one over here, preventing passage. Basically, kind of making.
They're like, we're here.
Yeah.
Okay. Is that your turn?
And yeah.
All right, Fingram, you do your thing.
Yeah, so I can Dimension Door is 800 feet away, so I don't know if that gets me all the way to the sphere room, but it at least gets me back to the level.
I would say it gets you back to like the first level.
Yeah, if nothing else, and then I can get to I can walk the rest of the way.
But all right, then I'm gonna take us back over here. Yep, you guys peace.
Bye, yo.
What in the world was that?
So yeah, and actually, we'd be separated technically at the moment. The party be a little split because Cormac and Sister Maria would be, or Cormac and Kudu would be in the spherical room, but we know how to get to it from here, so we would just have to walk over there and we'd be able to meet up with them like a short time later. But
yeah,
but yeah, And then I guess, yeah, I saw further explain based on like me and Gus know what it was, so we'll kind of explain a little bit more detail like what it was. Like those pink ooze things that we fought. That's what they turn into.
Oh.
If they eat enough stuff.
Well, it's not just eating enough stuff. It's a cannibalistic merging.
Which they eat themselves, I guess.
So
but
yeah.
Stranger Things 3.
They make themselves. They make more of themselves by like eating other things, right? So
Yeah.
I think so. They effectively, yeah. If it eats if those things go around eating enough stuff, that's what eventually gets made. But yeah, I'm not sure what causes, because we sometimes fight them in multiples. So I don't know what causes them to be able to eat each other and when they don't. But
yeah, I don't know.
But yes, that's very. I did not think we had the tools to fight that thing at the moment. We were struggling a lot with the smaller ones.
Gus is pretty shooken up right now.
Yeah.
He is just
seeing
like
an almost Shoggoth is pretty frightening.
Well, not only that, like, you know, he's flashbacking hard.
Yay.
But yeah, like, so think about to think about it. He's like, how do we? I don't know how. I had to prepare different spells to fight it. What I had was not sufficient for this sort of problem, and even with preparation, I'm not sure that it will be manageable. It might be better just to avoid it for now.
We're all in the spherical room, right?
Yeah, we're actually in the spherical room.
Yeah, you guys can all be in the spherical room by now. I'm sure you guys would have like laddered up.
Yeah.
Hopefully we can avoid it.
Gus is kind of sitting away from the group and is just holding on to his necklace and is just like, and you see him muttering out a prayer.
All right.
A little unusual. He's not normally very religious-like.
Is it a prayer to Jesus Christ? Says Sister.
Sister Maria.
It's more of a just a general faith more than that to a specific deity. He is basically like more accurately he's kind of I'm trying to remember what was Jane's faith again. I'm trying to remember.
So
it was unknown,
she actually
right?
Her. It's not quite a faith. It's more she's powered by an ideal.
Okay. So yeah,
if she had a faith before, she doesn't remember it because
right.
She never got her memories back. So I'm not sure.
Yeah,
I'm not sure. It was Derek's character originally, so I'm not sure if he had picked something that was we never found out about.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that Gus is he's muttering out a prayer, but it's not specifically to a deity, and he is basically muttering the prayer to the necklace, and and you can see he's kind of shaking and kind of rocking back and forth a little.
Yeah, pretty scary stuff. Well, Sister Maria, I guess, or maybe even Jane, one of them says, I guess the more tactical one would say that that thing being where it is a problem.
Is it though? Did we go there that way?
Well, it's
maybe there might be a corridor. in some ways it
I
worked
guess
to our
so.
advantage in this situation because we didn't want to take it on. But if we were wanting to fight it, it would be very difficult.
Yeah.
I mean, we could perhaps
thing
find a way
is-
to lure it into a more open area, but I didn't see very many open areas there.
The thing will know where we are. The thing will definitely know where we are.
Maybe.
It can sense us.
I don't think it's coming after us here, though.
It won't be able to
Um,
chase us there, but no. It
Jane is
knows how
looking
to
through
find
her
us.
things, and like maybe she might try to go through your things to try and get you like a drink and be kind of like that, like a calm down, professor kind of.
Yeah.
She
Yeah.
rubs your back and says, "We're safe in the sphere, right?" They said it was.
I think
Yeah.
like maybe we're
Right,
just kind of
Fingers
used to
like-
seeing
I
weird
suppose we
shit
are.
now, so we're not like a space.
Finger's like kind of aloof, so he's just like the stairs closed behind us when we, unless it has a way to teleport, which I don't think it does. It shouldn't have any way to follow us here.
Yeah.
Does Gus think it has a means of doing that?
Oh gosh.
You don't think it has any like extraordinary or supernatural like way to trace people, but you do know that if it's touching like the ground and it's something else is near it, it can sense it.
Yeah, it's tremor sense.
Mm-hmm.
So, Gus says,
If we're near it, it'll know where we're at. You'll be able to sense all of our movement.
Well, I mean, you don't have to. I don't have to touch the ground. I can fight it in the air. But it can smell you
That
as
was
well,
the idea.
correct?
I am unsure.
Or
I know
something. It has.
This thing is incredibly dangerous.
Right. So I'm saying we might be better off trying to avoid it, but I don't know. I don't know if one of those statues is where it is near it.
I don't know.
Could you send your eye down there to see?
Not
Cormac
without
asks.
a means to open the door.
Mhm.
The door
Couldn't
will
right-
need to be because
Couldn't right now, but maybe later.
the problem is that it would be restricted by the lack of vision just as much.
That's true.
The fog is what covers it. And if to an extent, it also is what protects us. But
But
Yeah.
you might. Cormac says even if it restricts the sight, you might be able to check the room without us being in danger. If a statue's in there, we gotta think of a way of blocking that corridor so it can't come out.
the thing is, we just need a way to navigate through. I can use the eye, but I would need something that would provide basically a line of sight. Otherwise, it's just shrouded in fog.
Jane scratches like her temples, and then she gets like a bright expression, and she says, I think she's just gonna keep calling you professor from now on, even if you're not."
and he's fine with that.
And she says, "Wait a minute, professor. Maybe we can lure it away, and you can still see it. Weren't you able to possess eyes? It looks like it was just attacking anything in front of it."
It is attacking anything in front of it, yes.
Maybe we can just lure it away if we know what's in there.
If there's any reason to be there, yes, perhaps.
Hmm.
It's that damn fog that's making things even
And
more difficult.
I know it has tremor sense and like is immune to blindness. So I can't. I was like thinking earlier, like when we first saw, I was like maybe I'll try throwing a blindness deafness at it, but that wouldn't work actually, right? You said it's immune to blindness.
Yep.
I guess I get deafen it, but that doesn't really help. It didn't say it's immune to deafen. I don't think that helps any though.
Yeah.
Well, I guess it could help if you turned it invisible, maybe.
If you were invisible and didn't touch the ground.
Yes.
A flying invisible thing might be able to sneak past.
'Cause I can do that actually. I can turn invisible and I can fly. So I got that part covered.
I could be without sight.
So like
you technically still can see, it's just limited. That's what I'm saying, is even if your eye is limited to 5 feet,
you can still see 5 feet
you can
around.
still see and
Mhm.
move around without it really knowing that the eye's there.
You can basically see 3 squares, like at any given time down there in the fog. So I mean, it's not nothing. And a lot of that place is very constricted anyway. So being able to see that, like you can see you can see both sides of the hallway doing that in a lot of those places.
Normally, I rely on my sight pretty strongly.
That's the other thing too. Is I can. I wonder. Is there like a creature I could turn into that has like fog sight? I feel like there is.
Maybe.
I don't know. I don't know if I've ran into one, but like in this campaign.
I have access to fickle winds too. I could create.
I guess what I'd have to do is I have to find one and then like see if I roll a knowledge check to know it if we haven't ran into it. But
Usually I don't like it when like APs or modules like put like monsters that are suddenly way above like what you've normally been fighting. But I do like it when PCs are like, okay, we need to figure out another way to get
Right.
past this thing rather than fighting.
Well, yeah, that little hallway and kind of slows it down. So even without the summon, I think we still would have like kind of just bailed on it.
No, that thing is
We're gonna be
pretty
resting,
dangerous.
yeah?
If its damage numbers didn't scare you, I don't know what would.
I
We're
think
going to be
just
resting here for the
the
night.
token size scared me, you know?
I think so.
Resting for the night sounds good, Jane. Jane says. We just need to collect ourselves.
Well, yeah,
Yes,
it just looked. It looked more like it actually looked like a actual Shoggoth. That was enough to scare me.
Oh yeah, well I mean it practically is. It's just
Yeah, because I
it's
just
just a
know I don't know what the
VCR
Pathfinder like stat block for a Shoggoth is exactly. I've seen it like a long time
pretty
ago.
high.
But I just know like from like reputation that those are like big scary monsters in like Lovecraftian lore. You don't want to fuck with those.
No, yeah. Shoggoths give high level like book 6 adventures. It's a bit of a challenge. This thing, of course, isn't as deadly as that, but for you guys in book 4, that thing is deadly.
Yeah.
Gus is going to go ahead and use one of his scryings to see if he can find High Priest.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that way we can get some like we should try to find something productive to do. I mean, we did spend like an hour or so, I think.
Do we know if those things are natural to this plane?
Do you know if they're natural to this plane?
Like they're not extraplanar, I don't think, right?
Actually, yeah, Gus would be able to tell you that while they are abominations in most every sense of the word, they are born on the material.
They're just from
they're alien.
Like alien. Yeah, they're from like another planet.
Yes.
So yeah, you can't banish them.
Not extraplanar. Definitely extraterrestrial.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, he's going to go ahead and pull out his silver mirror and start focusing on trying to find High Priest Lythine.
Give me a cast. What was it? No, it's not a cast level. It's a 6.
God, it's so bizarre that they have a list of like abilities and monsters physique 2 that you can like get if you turn into something that has it. It has like a bunch of stuff like pretty generic. You know, it gives you freeze, it gives you leap attack, pounce. I mean, mimicry is kind of specific. Dark vision. Then it gives you speak with sharks if you want that.
Sure.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Who
I could
doesn't?
always use that. I mean, that's always useful.
Yeah, it just feels like I know there's
Especially
like
in
one
a
creature
desert
that has
campaign.
that. I think it's like some aquatic like shark people that get it, but like a localith or something. I don't remember. But yeah, it's just funny. It just like looks so out of place in the list. Anyway, it doesn't list fog sight or anything in there, so I don't think there's any way I can get that anyway. Or if it is, it's under a higher level one.
Okay.
So the DC will be considered a +2 when scrying. So it's going to be his DC is 22, I believe.
Yeah, I was reading the spell actually to see if it talked about the creature needing to be alive.
Okay.
Oh, for scry?
Yeah. It just says that you can observe a creature at any distance. And if it's on another plane, it gets a bonus.
If it works on dead things, they automatically fail their save at least.
I think it works on dead things.
Let me look that up.
I guess it just depends if it still counts as a creature, because a lot of times corpses count as objects, but
Let's see.
I think the spell though would be smart enough to know if you're scrying on a person, a specific person, and then it would just go for their remains. If they exist.
Let's see. I'm wondering if so you're thinking that it might that it would go through, or that it would
I think
fail?
it would work. I think it only fails if they succeed on a will save.
yeah, I know. Like, I guess there was a 3-5 fact that said it didn't, but that was. I mean, I don't know if that applies to Pathfinder, but it's 3-5. Somebody was. There's a discussion I was reading about that they just Googled for. Somebody was saying they suggest you just roll pretend will save if the target's dead, and just say it didn't work. They just don't get any information. That's not how I would have done it, but
Okay. So your spell succeed.
Okay.
And you see lots of fog. But you can make out among a pile of like destroyed and like ruined books, all you're seeing is like a body covered in a bloody cassock.
Okay.
And yeah, anything underneath that is just a mangled
So Gus kind of just
do you maintain it for a bit?
I guess he can. So he'll maintain and see if he can look around or listen around for anything in particular.
Okay. You do. Let's see. I think you can hear through it, I think. You do start to hear sound. You hear this garbled muttering. of something like moving closer and then it's a distorted kind of like ramp, lots of nonsense words, and the last thing you see is you do see a multitude of black tendrils of something moving nearby the body and then leave.
Oh dear.
Okay. A mass of black tendrils that kind of move in and then leave.
Mm-hmm. And you remember you've seen these tentacles before. You think it's what you guys just saw. That wherever this body is, the thing is near it too.
He ends the scry.
And then, Jane is eager to hear what you say.
He just looks up and like at the group with kind of a morose face and just says,
High Priest Lythine, I believe, is dead. And was killed by that thing that we found. Unfortunate. I'm not sure what to think at this point.
That seems strange, though.
I'm gonna go ahead and try to find.
What seems strange?
If I can.
Well, don't they like eat the bodies or something, or like turn them into Shoggoths or whatever?
Does Gus know if they do that?
Okay, so this is you know that the older a Shoggoth gets, it actually loses its ability to create more spawn.
Okay.
Like
So
elder Shoggoths don't. Yeah, but the small ones, the proto Shoggoths, what they're made out of can infect other living things. And it can consume a living body from the inside out and create more of them.
Right, that's what they try to do when they're grappling you, I think. Like they're trying to strangle you to death so they can turn you into one.
Does it look like does it seem like that that the body I saw looked like it was in a state where it would have been consumed? Or it was could have been consumed?
I mean, it doesn't look like the Shoggoth it doesn't look like it tried to consume it. The body looks like it was just mangled and eviscerated. So it stands to reason that maybe maybe what you guys saw is what rather than consuming him, it just killed him.
Yeah.
I don't think that this thing could have tried to make more of those things, but instead the High Priest was just killed, horribly eviscerated. Still a horrible way to go. Yes. This is some bad memories. Really
bad stuff.
I'm not well. I'm sorry. Let me think here. Very well. Let's see. I think what I'm going to go ahead and do to see if I can find out. Have any of you seen Lowe's?
Have I tried to do scry on Lols? I
Yeah,
forget.
you have before.
Yeah, you
Okay,
did it
and
based.
so then I'll need to.
You saw his dream fragment version of himself, so you were scrying using that to kind of help because you've seen what he looks like that way.
Okay, so he's gonna use yeah. So what he's gonna do is he's gonna use scrying on Lols next.
Okay, give me a caster level check first. This one requires a caster level check.
Yeah, he's got like anti-scrying stuff.
So add all your stuff that helps your divination spells.
I think we have successfully scryed on him once. Most of the time it's failed, but because
you've successfully scryed, but he's saved, so it's possible to get
right. But I mean, I thought we had one time where we got through and he failed to save just one time, like a long time ago.
Oh yeah, you did. That's right. Okay, 26. That succeeds.
Okay, now it's gonna be a save.
And give him a save. What's your DC?
23. Or no, 22. Sorry.
Okay. You start to see something.
What do I see?
You see a man that is wearing these noble clothes with dark spectacles. And he is passing by people and buildings. And the people that he passes by are, some of them are humans, but there's a large number of them as like you keep the spell going and as the minutes go on that are gnolls. And they're leading slaves.
Gnolls?
Yeah.
Ew.
Is he outside or inside?
Seems like he's outside somewhere, but he's passing by buildings.
Strange.
Anything else I'm seeing?
Mm-hmm. As the minutes go by and the spell begins to fade, he approaches what look like two gnollish guards, and like his entourage kind of like comes into view as they follow him. And he pulls out this like part that he shows to the gnoll guards, and he says, "I have an appointment with Biting Lash, and I won't wait a moment more. I have the wealth she wants." And the gnolls simply nod their heads, and then your vision starts to fade.
Strange.
He relays the information over, saying
he's outside near buildings, accompanied by men and gnolls.
Oh, and wherever it is that he is, the environment seems to be kind of arid, like a lot of dirt. Yeah, like a
but not
like a desert.
Okay,
kind of desert, like, yeah.
Okay, but sand desert or more like a, wastelandish desert of
wastelandish desert, yeah.
Okay.
He's in some sort of desert area. I thought he was still in here. I'm actually a bit concerned that he's not.
Perhaps he's already found what he was looking for.
That's what I'm wondering. He apparently went to what appeared to be some sort of I don't know. encampment, hideout, something of that sort. Mentioned.
Does Gus have knowledge geography?
Yeah, he should. Let me
Roll
check.
me a knowledge geography.
Yeah, he's got it.
Oh, a mighty roll. Do you want to increase it at all?
He'll apply his level, half a level to it.
Okay.
And he'll also apply, just in case, he'll apply an amateur investigator. Might as well. We're already at this point here, so.
So you start to like plumb the depths of your knowledge of like there's way too many knolls in this place for it to just be like an encampment or something. Like this is a city or something that is
35.
high very. You're thinking like it has to be a city where there's like a large knoll population. Katapesh comes to mind, but they're more like they're more like, you know, the kind of like part of the the city that's not really citizens. They're just like there's a large number of them that go to Katapesh. But you know of another city.
Where at?
So above the south shores of a place called Stone Spine Island, there's a city that is known as the Yellow City, and it's called Okeno. And it's called the Yellow City because of the yellow sails of the slavers' ships that flock there. And a large number of the citizens there are gnolls.
Is the fact that it's called the Yellow City like a coincidence?
It might be more significant to you guys other than Gus, because someone has been telling you guys about yellow sails and things like that.
Yeah.
It seems like based off of what I'm seeing here.
It was the biting. Okay, it was the biting claw.
Oh, biting lash.
Biting
lash
lash.
is the name he used.
Okay, and it was a female pronoun that was used.
You're not sure. Biting lash is kind of ambiguous, but if he's talking to gnolls and wants to see some kind of leader, it stands to reason that he's talking about some kind of matriarch, because gnolls are mostly matriarchal.
Yeah. All right. And he goes on and says,
he was looking to speak with someone named Biting Lash, possibly a matriarchal gnoll within the hideout that they are in, or the civilization. This area looked like it was a city of sorts. From what I'm seeing, and based off the geographical locations, it kind of just narrows down to this might be the Yellow City, Okeno. And the city known for its yellow sails and such. I don't know how. I don't know how Lowell's was able to get out there.
So theoretically, we could just leave and go follow him there, but
you could.
Oh, we could, yes.
But we did.
We did.
We do have. Yeah, we agreed to help out with this.
We still need to go ahead and get this place up and running.
What were we supposed to get to at the very bottom again? We were supposed to.
We need to reach the soul.
Yeah, Elder Tyr just wants you to reach the soul and
engage the defenses.
Re-engage the defenses.
Okay, because if we do that, theoretically it might help. Like, even if that's the thing, even if we don't like go and actually mop up all the fucking little baddies in here, that would like start working on that.
Makes me wonder if he's got the book.
He probably already has it.
Which means we need to get through this quickly. Any kind of access to that book is going to be very dangerous. especially in someone such as Hasterton's powers. It seems that even Munn was terrified of Lowe's. Therefore, and you mentioned Lowe's has reached some sort of godhood of sorts. We need to finish our job here, but we need to make sure we are well rested. We're not going to be pressed for time in this, by trying to find High Priest I think.
And Jane does say there were other doors near where we
That's true.
exit into the third hall. Maybe we can find something to.
That's a possibility. In addition, I would honestly, I would highly advise we actually go ahead and find Lythian's body. Nonetheless, we need to at least recover something.
Oh, and
If
Jane
possible,
gets
even probably preserve the body and see if it's resurrectable in any way.
Jane gets another bright idea, and she points to Cormac. You've spoken with dead people before.
Yeah.
Even I can do it.
Oh. Doubly good.
I believe I have that. Or maybe not. Maybe I didn't get
All
the
right.
gift.
Well, so
I might be mistaken.
Sounds like everyone's gonna rest right now, right?
I think so.
Okay. Then, and Graham's phone died, so this is a good time to wrap up and end the session. So I'm gonna give you guys experience, and I think we're gonna end here, and we're gonna come back next week when you guys are rested.
Sounds like a good idea. I'll go and recover my
And then,
spells.
yeah,
and
I think we're gonna try to find a way to navigate around that thing.
Yeah, that thing's
somehow.
bad news.
I think
and just let the defenses hopefully be able to deal with it once they're reactivated. 6,400.
Yep, 6,400 each. And I think Jane might have enough experience to level again. I'll check it after this. But I know it's mostly combat these days, but I hope you guys had fun.
Well,
there's some good extra information found.
We found definitely useful information. The
last
scrying has been a
minutes,
lifesaver here.
Oh yeah, scrying is great.
Last 40 minutes or so was not combat, so
yeah,
there was some non-combat in there. But yeah, I mean, we're in a dungeon right now, so yeah, it's gonna be it's a little different than like we were in the middle of Casimir.
Mm-hmm. All right. Good job, everybody. I had fun. Hopefully you had fun. I'm gonna hop off for right now and see you guys tomorrow.
Matt, you gonna be on 14?
I might be on 14 tonight. Maybe a little bit later. I've actually got some family over right now. My aunt and my cousin, so I'm gonna go hang with them.
And Mantis's game is running on Sunday afternoon, right? This week?
4 p.m. for
Sunday. On Sunday, sorry.
I'm not sure if I'm gonna be there. I'll tell him if I'm not.
Rough.
I know.
It's gonna be every other,
but I don't wanna. I don't know.
Yeah. It's the only.
For some reason, my experience got deleted. I don't know why.
Oh no.